coach, mentor, authentic leader, humanitarian. These are but a few words to describe a legendary Canadian swimming coach, Clifford Barrie. Born in 1946, growing up in the East End of Montreal, Cliff grew up with sports. A participant in competitive swimming in his early years, later to transform into a world-class water polo player for Canada from 1967 through 1976, and competing for Canada at the 1972 and 76 Olympic Games. While training for the Olympics, Cliff coached swimming at the East End Boys and Girls Club in Montreal. After the 1976 Olympic Games, Cliff began his professional swim coaching career, beginning in Guelph, Ontario, where he met and coached many swimmers, one of which was Victor Davis, who later developed on as a world and Olympic champion for Canada. In the fall of 1979, Cliff moved to Vancouver, BC to be the assistant coach with the Canadian Dolphin Swim Club. In 1980, Cliff moved back to Ontario for a head coaching position in Waterloo. The next 6 years, an environment and culture for excellence and personal development formed. As well, some of Canada's best world-class swimmers gained momentum. Swimmers from Guelph reunited with Cliff, including Victor Davis, and where Waterloo swimmer Mike West would meet Cliff for the first time and would go on to be an Olympic medalist and world record holder. As well, men's national team title and several national age group top rankings. 1986, Cliff moved to Montreal as the head coach of the Pointe Claire Swim Club. In 1989, Cliff formed a new club called Polar in Montreal. In 1990, Cliff moved back to Ontario as head coach of the Etobicoke Swim Club. The team won several team titles, women and men's, as well as overall team accomplishments. In 2003, Cliff joined Swim Ontario as the technical director. 2007, Cliff moved to Vevey, Switzerland with his wife Susan, where he coached water polo for the local league. In 2012, Cliff and his wife Susan returned to Montreal, where he coached the swim team at John Abbott College. From 1981 through to 1991, Cliff was either head coach or assistant coach to all levels of international teams, Pan American Games, Commonwealth Games, to the World Championships and the Olympic Games. Cliff swimmers have won gold medals in every major games in the world. Cliff has been recognized 3 times as the Canadian Swimming Coach of the Year in 1982, 84, and 1986. He is a member of Swimming Canada's Circle of Excellence and a member of the Canadian Swimming Coaches Association Hall of Fame. Cliff was inducted into the Ontario Aquatics Hall of Fame in 1994 and has been nominated to the Canadian Water Polo Hall of Fame for its inaugural induction in the fall of 2021. He is also being inducted into the University of Concordia Hall of Fame, the University of Western Ontario Hall of Fame, and the Snowden YMCA Hall of Fame. Founder of the Victor Davis Memorial Fund in 1990, which has assisted several Canadian up-and-coming swimmers each year. Cliff is beyond a world-class athlete and coach. He exemplified living his life to the fullest through his love of family, friends, music, food, travel, nature, his love of his dogs, and daily fitness. He loved coaching. He helped others to love the sport and strive for excellence every single day. Thank you to Cliff's wife Susan, his daughter Carleen, for sharing Cliff with the swimming community over the past 45 years. Swim Ontario, in partnership with Swimming Canada and the Canadian Swimming Coaches Association, is pleased to bring you Follow Your Heart by Clifford Barrie.
Follow Your Heart. In October of 1988, immediately after I coached at the 88 Seoul Olympics, I was asked by the head coach of Pointe Claire Aquatics to leave and give up my head coaching swim job because of a lack of performance, as he put it. The other more deeply underlying issue was that we didn't see eye to eye for the past 2 years, and the schism was growing. Since I did not wish to work under these circumstances, I sued for wrongful dismissal, won my case, and left to start my own club with 16 of my senior swimmers following me. On November 10th of 1989, my most successful and recently retired athlete, Victor Davis, Olympic gold medalist and world record holder, died in the hospital after a hit-and-run incident where alcohol and egos were involved. We raised $25,000 to ensure it went to inquiry. The driver was out of jail approximately 8 months after starting his sentence. In February of 1990, just 2 months after Victor's death, and in the same Notre Dame hospital that tried to save Victor, my father died a slow and painful death due to a multitude of illnesses, including emphysema, due to smoking 2 packs of unfiltered cigarettes per day for most of his life. Obviously, I was suffering from a very low opinion of myself. So in order to help become more positive, I started to look in the mirror every day and tell myself, you're okay. They made a big mistake. You tried your hardest, and being let go was not your fault. Great achievements and a happy future were still possible. To that end, I did not turn to alcohol or drugs, but filled my life with exercise and running, strength, swimming, masters, meditation, and all the feelings of well-being that come with it. In the meantime, my beautiful and thoughtful wife Susan gave me a bumper sticker which contained the most important words anyone could have given me at the time. Success is the best revenge. In April of 1990, I was offered the head coaching position of Etobicoke. Many of my swimmers followed me, and we went on to win men's, women's, and combined Canadian senior national championships. Became the dominant swim team in the province of Ontario and the top-ranked age group swim club in Canada 4 successive years. My swimmers have won gold medals in every major swimming championships in the world. Why am I telling anyone this? Because during all this, I learned 2 of the most important truisms that would guide the remainder of my life. Actions defeats fear, and the journey of 1,000 miles begins with the first step. As soon as I internalized these processes, initiated the action, the healing commenced, and positive things started to happen. How we overcome setbacks will determine how far we go in life. Throughout my years of coaching, I noticed that great athletes overcome setbacks and are able to put bad performances behind them. Although each one of us will coach in accordance to our own particular experience, outlook, and situation, a successful process will involve the following ingredients. Qualities of effective coaches. Number 1, enabling potential. The overall goal of coaching is to help others reach their ultimate potential as athletes and human beings. In so doing, the coach is also enabled to reach his or her ultimate potential as a coach and as a human being. Coaches must be in coaching to enhance their athletes' lives, not their personal careers. The quality of the person that emerges from your program is the result. No measurement in athletic performance can outweigh that, nor should it interfere in that. Being genuine. The foundation required to become a successful coach is being a genuine person. You have an obligation to be direct, honest, and sincere when dealing with your athletes. They need to know where you stand. Trying to please everyone will result in pleasing no one, including yourself. We are all human and therefore imperfect. Few can criticize someone remaining true to their word, true to their goals, and take responsibility for their actions. The best advice anyone can give you is be yourself. Individuality in a team setting. The fundamental ingredient necessary to build a great team environment is treating every individual individually. Each team member must be made to feel important, included, accepted, and encouraged to contribute to the team in some fashion. Equally important is the fact that every team member must be made aware that their needs cannot come ahead of the overall well-being of the team. All athletes are different, both physically and psychologically, and each one requires a different understanding of how they should be treated and motivated. Like cooking, each ingredient contributes to the overall flavor, but must be prepared according to its own particular nature. Lead by example. Great coaches are both principled and ethically centered leaders. They have the ability to unify those around them. They act in a way so as to inspire others to emulate their behavior and buy into their vision. They project competency, integrity, fairness, pride, inspire trust in each other and in their program. Their actions and words are the same. Attitude. In real estate, the common slogan is location, location, location. However, in sport and in life, there's nothing more important than attitude, attitude, attitude. It's at the heart of all great accomplishment. And as a coach, you must exemplify a great attitude day in and day out. And to be fair to all, you must place more importance on having great attitude than having great talent. Because without a great attitude, one's talent will never be fulfilled, nor will one inspire those around them to be more. Accountability. Great coaches are harder on themselves than on anyone else. They are accountable for their actions and are prepared to stand by their decisions. You reap what you sow, and your program is a reflection of you. Look first at your own performance as a coach and take responsibility for both good and poor performances from your athlete. Creating the bond. Athletes don't care how much you know until they know how much you care. A healthy relationship cannot merely be based on rules, but must be based on mutual admiration, mutual trust, mutual respect, and mutual goals. When such a bond exists, it can last a lifetime and outweigh any athletic accomplishment. Connecting. Each and every time you work with an athlete, it's important that you establish a connection, whether it's saying hi, inquiring how they are, or simply sharing a smile. The connection needs to be made. Occasionally during my career, I assumed I knew the reason behind a swimmer's acting out of character or struggling with a problem, only to find out through discussion that my assumption was totally erroneous. Be approachable and keep the lines of communication open. Understanding and listening to your athletes are incredibly important coaching tools. Believe in your athletes. Nothing can inspire people more than if you express your belief in them. When athletes believe in you and know you truly care and believe in them, they will jump over the highest buildings. Dwell on their strengths. Lots of good things happen when you dwell on the athlete's strengths. If you need to discuss an area that they can improve, always start discussion by giving a positive comment, followed by a suggested improvement, and then end on a positive note. Compliments and praise make everyone lift their standards. No one wants to let you down. Expect setbacks. Throughout one's career, achieving high-level goals may have to be put on hold or reevaluated due to illness, tragedy, injury, and stress. Being human, displaying understanding, remaining both supportive and flexible during difficult times can go a long way to regaining the path to success. The road to the goal. Although almost every amateur athlete dreams of winning an Olympic gold medal, chances of doing so are infinitesimal. Therefore, the journey to the goal is incredibly important. My goal as a coach was to ensure that when an athlete finally hung up their suit, they could say to themselves, "This was one of the greatest experiences of my life." Making lifelong friends, traveling, experiencing other cultures, or learning important life skills are the building blocks of future champions outside of sport. The road to the goal is as important as the goal itself. The process is important as a result. Benevolent dictator. High-level achievement is rarely a democratic process. The coach will inevitably be held accountable for the final result. So whenever you solicit input from your athletes, You have the right to accept, modify, or reject this input. Most important decisions must be made by you, the coach. Democracy is based on compromise, and compromise can undermine the pursuit of true excellence. Success breeds success. Successful coaches are born with leadership skills and intuition, and only through years of experience can the necessary coaching skills be assimilated and refined so that they can inspire and infuse confidence in others. Successful coaches take chances and experience failure. Successful coaches are better at evaluating what went right and what went wrong in a performance and use that learning to help others succeed. Teamwork. It takes a village to raise a child, and it takes teamwork to get a great result. Athletes need a lot of encouragement to do what they set out to do. They cannot do it alone. Parents, teammates, friends, teachers, coaches, physios, pool staff, all play a role in supporting the athlete along the road to their goals. No one crosses the finish line alone. So, always share the success, compliment, esteem, and include everybody involved in helping a great result take place. A happy coach is a better coach, and a happy athlete is a better athlete. No one performs well when they are unhappy. Never underestimate the importance of playfulness, mischievousness, laughter, and fun. Always keep in mind it's only sport, and your athletes are going to move on to other lifelong quests with a great attitude, great memories, and the confidence you have inspired in them. What is success? Not everyone who enters into the pursuit of excellence will win, yet everyone can succeed by learning to take risks, to always try to do their best, and learn how to recover from setbacks. Embracing risk is the only way anyone can ever reach their true potential as athletes and human beings. What is failure? Failure is failing to try your best in something you really have potential in. Follow your heart. In order to reach one's potential in life, you must be passionate about what you're doing. Your dream must be all yours. There will be times during the journey towards fulfilling that dream that you'll be severely tested. However, in my experience, those who remain true to their passion eventually succeed. I further believe that reaching one's potential is not a once-in-a-lifetime event, but rather a day-in, day-out pursuit throughout one's life. Parents, if success is to occur, parents must be made to feel included in the process and treated with respect and understanding. Remember that parents are entrusting you with their most precious possessions and our future leaders. As I think back on my personal athletic career, the most important influences in my life were my parents and my coaches. Margaret Mead, one of the world's leading anthropologists, made this statement: as parents, we cannot take credit for our children's accomplishments, but we can take credit for supporting them towards their accomplishments. It is imperative that parents understand that it's the athlete who owns the performance, not the parent. Qualities of a great person: one who judges others based on their actions and on the content of their character, period. One who embraces diversity. One who wishes to contribute. One who questions and thinks critically. One who is honest. One who treats others in a manner they themselves wish to be treated. One who remains humble regardless of their great achievements. One whose actions earns their neighbor's love. You are the tool. If I look back and analyze why I was able to accomplish everything I wanted to accomplish, I would attribute my drive and desire to succeed as the two most important factors, followed by a life filled with diverse interests such as personal fitness, music, art, food, literature, sport, nature, travel, and friends. All these gave me a more balanced perspective of what is truly important in life and how to motivate and treat individuals in the way they wish to be treated. I sincerely believe that when you coach and treat individuals employing the ingredients mentioned above, success can and will occur.